And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gilcone Field, Game 3 of this three-game series between the Tornadoes and the Scots. These two teams split the doubleheader yesterday, and the rubber match today, Game 3, on a abundantly sunshiny day here at Gilcone Field. Conditions outstanding for this one. We'll keep an eye on the wind, however, picking up at times, gusting at times, similar to what we saw yesterday. Pitching matchup today for Maryville, Austin Suttle will be on the mound for the Scots, while the Tornadoes, for Game 3 of the series, go with Cameron Cook. Cook, the sophomore right-hander out of Mount Holly, North Carolina. And he'll face off against Suttle, the freshman right-hander for the Scots out of Cincinnati. Tornadoes line up as follows. Center fielder Zach Allison will lead off. Second baseman Blake Burchett bats second. Jason Jucker bats third. He's the shortstop. Logan Clark in left field bats fourth. Frankie Vasquez, the third baseman, bats fifth. Cale Ayler, the first baseman, batting sixth. 7-hole hitters, the designated hitter Peter Famero. Batting eighth is the catcher Christian Ezel. Batting ninth, the right fielder Ryan Lehman. While the Scots, Gabe Lopez leads off. He's the shortstop. Batting second, the left fielder Nelson Smith. Batting third, the first baseman Christian Carlton. The DH is Zach Graham. He bats fourth. Batting fifth is Casey Ross, the third baseman. Batting sixth, Peyton Malam, the catcher. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 32, Jimmy Meredith. Batting eighth, the right fielder Zach Fritz. Batting ninth, the center fielder Max Bowers. So it should be a good one. Scots and Tornadoes, as the two teams are getting started with their USA South Conference seasons. Game 3 will determine the winner of this weekend USA South Conference series between these two rivals. Brevard versus Maryville, Game 3 of the series. Coming up, first pitch scheduled for approximately 15 minutes away.
Our students make a difference in the world. They leave our program and they are prepared to be amazing, competent teachers who nurture and build a learning community in their own classrooms, wherever that is.
These turtles, they're more than, a few thousand years old. The species was actually a few million years old, so they're very old species.
I think one of the main things that I do bring to the kids is that I have a passion for what I do, and that carries over to my enthusiasm when I teach. By being excited about what I'm doing, I get the kids excited about learning.
Brevard College is special because of the way we teach, because we have classes that allow us to teach in the way that we like, which is experiential. Where we are, if you like the outdoors, man, we have great luck with cyclists coming here. There's something in the water about cycling in Brevard, or fly fishing, or just hiking. We have outstanding music. The music program here is wonderful. There's just a number of things to be said about Brevard College.
Welcome once again to Gil Cone Field on the campus of Brevard College. Game 3 of the series between the Maryville Scots and the Brevard College Tornadoes. Rubber match in this 3-game series as the two teams split the doubleheader yesterday. And looking forward to what should be a compelling matchup today. Tornadoes in their all-black uniforms, gray numerals, gray hats. And Maryville will be in the white uniforms with the burgundy jerseys. Cameron Cook versus Austin Suttle, the pitching matchup in this one. Zach Allison leads off for the Tornadoes. He'll play center field. Blake Burchett is the second baseman. He'll bat second for the Tornadoes. Shortstop Jason Jucker will bat third. Left fielder is Logan Clark. He'll bat fourth. Frankie Vasquez bats fifth. He's the third baseman. First baseman Cale Ayler bats sixth. Peter Famero bats seventh. He's the DH. Batting eighth is the catcher Christian Ezel, and batting ninth will be Ryan Lehman for the Tornadoes. And as we mentioned, Cameron Cook on the mound for the Nados. Scott's starting lineup as follows. Shortstop Gabe Lopez leads off. Left fielder is Nelson Smith. He bats second. Christian Carlton, the first baseman, bats third. Zach Graham, the DH, bats fourth. Casey Ross at third base, bats fifth. Peyton Milam bats sixth. He's the catcher. Jimmy Meredith, the second baseman, bats seventh. The right fielder, Zach Fritz, bats eighth. Center fielder batting ninth is Max Bowers. So, moments away from start of this one. Stick with us. First pitch coming up shortly. Brevard and Maryville.
And hello, everyone. Welcome. A very pleasant good afternoon to everyone tuning in live from Gilcone Field. It is the Brevard College Tornadoes and the Maryville College Scots facing off in a rubber match of a 3-game set. The Nados and Scots split a doubleheader yesterday afternoon, and now for Game 3 today, Nados trying to get to win number 13 on the season after picking up both a win and a loss in yesterday's doubleheader. We'll see how both teams line up for Maryville. Leading off, number 1, Gabe Lopez, the shortstop. Number 22, Nelson Smith, the left fielder. Number 28, the first baseman, Christian Carlton. The cleanup man, the DH, number 24, Zach Graham. Number 5 hitter, the third baseman, number 35, Casey Ross. Catching and hitting 6, number 25, Peyton Milam. Hitting 7th, the second baseman, number 32, Jimmy Meredith. And he's followed up with the right fielder, number 26, Zach Fritz. And rounding things out, number 6, the center fielder, Max Bowers, who had a home run in the second game of the doubleheader yesterday and had a very good doubleheader overall. Pitching, number 19, Austin Suttle for Maryville. And for the Tornadoes, leading off, number 4, center fielder, Zach Allison, followed up by second baseman, number 6, Blake Burchett. Shortstop, number 2, Jason Jucker. In the cleanup spot, left fielder, number 15, Logan Clark, followed by the third baseman, number 19, freshman phenom Frankie Vasquez. Hitting 6th, playing first, number 26, Kale Ayler. Hitting 7th, the designated hitter, number 12, Peter Famero. Catching and hitting 8th, number 11, Christian Ezel. And finishing things off, the right fielder, number 31, Ryan Lehman. On the mound is number 5, Cameron Cook. After yesterday in Game 1, Scavato got the start, and in Game 2, Nathan Sanders got the start and notched 7 strikeouts. Ready for ball here as Cook delivers his first pitch of the afternoon. It is a little check swing out to second. Burchett charges, throws a sidearm to first, and gets Lopez on the first pitch of the game for out number 1.
Batting for the Scots, left fielder number 22, Nelson Smith.
First pitch to Smith is in there for strike 1. Cook with a fast start. 2 pitches, 2 strikes, and an out. Here's pitch number 3, and it is swung on and missed, flailed at by Smith, not able to touch that one, and he's quickly in an 0-2 hole. Cook comes set, winds up, fires, and a ground ball off the glove of Cook. Burchett going to charge it, and there won't be a play. He bobbles the ball, and Smith will reach. We'll see what that one gets ruled. Likely an error. Will actually be ruled as an infield hit. Ricocheted off the glove of Cook and slowed down enough to where Burchett really didn't have a play. Cook takes a look back at Smith. Now locks in on Christian Carlton, the first baseman. The pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. The 0-1 offering from Cook here. From the stretch, the pitch is hit into right field. Allison going back and making the catch. Or Lehman, rather. Allison in center field for today. Not his normal right field spot. Lehman takes over on the corner there. And that'll retire Carlton. Runner stays at first. We've got 2 outs for the designated hitter, Zach Graham.
Now batting the DH number 24, Zach Graham.
Two outs and a man on first. Cook from the stretch once more. Delivers high. Throw down to second. Ezel, and they got him. Ezel guns another runner down. Had a few great throws yesterday and finishes off the first inning by nailing Smith at second. Christian Ezel, what a throw, and the Nados get out of it unscathed. We head to the bottom of the first. No score here at Gilcone Field. Scots and Nados in the rubber match.
Our stu-
Here in the bottom of the first, NATO's getting ready for their first turn at the plate. Doing the pitching for Maryville, number 19, Austin Suttle, the right-hander for the Scots. Suttle, a freshman, 6'1", 190 out of Cincinnati, Ohio, New Richmond High School. And for the NATO's, the first three batters that will greet him are the center fielder for today, number 4, Zach Allison, second baseman, number 6, Blake Burchett, and shortstop, number 2, Jason Jucker. We will see if any other NATO's get a piece of Suttle in inning number 1. NATO's donning the all-black uniforms today. The Scots with the gray and sort of maroon tops with the white pants. NATO's, once again, all black for the Sunday matinee. Suttle finishing up his warm-up tosses now. And Allison looking on, trying to get a feel for the pitcher before he steps into the box. Had a 2-for-4 performance yesterday, 2 base hits and a walk. And Allison just about ready to step into the box.
Now batting for Tornadoes center field number 4, Zach Allison.
Allison, the leadoff man for the Tornadoes, just about ready to go here. Suttle steps onto the bump, looks in, winds up, and his first offering is taken for a strike. Suttle, the 0-1 delivery, swung on and chopped third base by Allison, and the throw on to first will retire him for out number 1. And it'll bring up Burchett,
Now batting for Tornadoes second baseman number 6, Blake Burchett.
who has been the most effective NATO hitter coming into the series, batting .438. Great 2-spot hitter, great second baseman, and Burchett takes ball 1 there. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for a strike there, and it's a 1-2 count. Or 1-1 rather. Here comes the delivery. Pitch is grounded foul down the first base side, and it's 1-2. One-two offering here from Suttle in the dirt. Ball 2. Count even at 2. 1 away, nobody on here in the bottom of the first for the Tornadoes. Suttle a 2-2. Hit right back up the middle, off the glove of Suttle. Burchett trying to beat it out to first and cannot. Suttle able to recover and get it on to Carlton for out number 2.
Now batting for Tornadoes, the shortstop number 2, Jason Jucker.
And it'll bring up Jucker, who this past week set the NCAA D3 era record for career hits by a NATO. And the first pitch he sees will be swung out and missed. The 0-1 offering here. Taken for a ball. The 1-1 here. Breaking ball, can't find the zone. 2-1. Hitters count here for Jucker, 2-1. Subtle fires, and it is swung on and fouled down the right side towards the Maryville dugout. Two-two offering here from Subtle. Breaking ball hit foul down the left field line. Jucker got a good piece of it, but couldn't keep it between the lines. Another 2-2 coming here. 2 outs. And that one just outside. We'll run the count full. Count full, 2 outs, nobody on here. Bottom of the first in a scoreless affair here at Gilcone Field. The delivery. Swung, ground ball, Jucker to second. The throw onto first is going to pull him off the bag. And a bad throw there from Meredith. It'll be ruled as a base hit for Jucker, and the NATOs have a man on with 2 outs and Logan Clark coming to the plate.
Now batting for Tornadoes left field, number 15, Logan Clark.
Here's the pitch. Chopped, third base side, and that'll be a fair ball down the line. Jucker digging for third. They're able to pick it up in left field. Jucker will slam on the brakes at third. And the NATOs have 2 in scoring position with 2 outs now.
That's a Tornado double for Logan Clark.
It'll bring up Frankie Vasquez, the number 5 hole hitter. Had 2 doubles in game 1 yesterday. Added on another deep base hit in the second game of the doubleheader. And now some kind of conference going on here with Clint Hilton, Maryville head coach, and the home plate umpire. Not exactly sure what that's about. And here comes Vasquez to the dish. 2 outs and a chance for some RBIs here for Vasquez if he can reach, if he can get a base hit. Clark on second, Jucker on third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And the first delivery here is taken outside for ball 1. Vasquez earning Freshman of the Week honors not too long ago for the USA South Conference. And the 1-0 pitch to him coming here, and it is taken high for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes here. Vasquez steps back in. And the pitch. Swung on and missed by Vasquez, stepping out of his shoes for that one. And it's a 2-1 count now. Hitters count 2-1 to Vasquez. The pitch is taken for ball 3. Here's the pitch. 3-1, chopped to third. Picked up, and the throw onto first will retire Vasquez, and the Nados will strand 2 as we head to the top of the second. Still scoreless here at Gil Cone Field in the rubber match between the Scots and the Tornadoes.
Students that make a difference in the world. They leave our program and they are prepared to be amazing, competent teachers who nurture and build a learning community in their own classrooms, wherever that is.
These turtles, they're more than, a few thousand years old. The species was actually a few million years old, so they're very old species.
I think one of the main things that I do bring to the kids is that I have a passion for what I do, and that carries over to my enthusiasm when I teach. By being excited about what I'm doing, I get the kids excited about learning.
Cameron Cook back out there for his second inning of work. And he will be met once more by Zach Graham, whose at-bat was cut short his first time around due to the Nelson Smith caught stealing Christian Ezel, gunning him down at second. And so Graham will get another first try at it. And the pitch is swung on and wailed at for strike 1. Cook, the 0-1, swung on, and it'll get through the hole between short and third for a base hit. Leadoff single for Graham, and it'll bring up Casey Ross.
Now batting third baseman number 35, Casey Ross.
First pitch to Ross, high and tight for ball 1. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch there by Cook. Made him look silly. A ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch, rather, is fouled back again. We'll do it once more. Between Scavato, Sanders, and Cook, the Nados are the pretty strong three-headed pitching machine as the 1-2 comes in again and will hit Casey Ross. Came high and tight earlier in the at-bat, does it again, and it comes back to bite him. It'll be first and second with nobody out for Peyton Milam.
Now batting catcher number 25, Peyton Milam.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and chopped foul. No balls and a strike. No out, 2 on. Swung on and chopped foul once more for strike 2. Cook drawing a lot of 2-strike counts here. So far this inning has not been able to finish them. Trying to change that here though. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 on, nobody out. Cook fires and it's taken for ball 1. One and 2. Graham and Ross both aboard. And the 1-2. Breaking ball. Hit to the right side. Burchett knocks it down. Can't make the throw. The bases will be loaded. He lost it on the exchange. And the bases are full for Maryville with nobody out here in the top of the second.
Now batting second baseman number 32, Jimmy Meredith.
That'll bring up Jimmy Meredith, the 7-hole hitter. And the second baseman, nowhere to put him. Strike 1. No balls and a strike. Pitch taken for ball 1. Ball and a strike, nobody out, bases full. Cook in a jam here. This one ripped to Burchett, turns it to Jucker for 1, throw on to first, and they've got the double play. They'll trade 2 for 1 there. Maryville gets on the board 1-0, but 2 outs recorded there for the NATOs, and that's a big play for Cameron Cook's cause. So now runner on third and 2 outs, and it'll bring up Zach Fritz. First pitch to Fritz is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0 in there for a strike. The 1-1. Popped her up. Jucker coming under it. Now Burchett calls him off, and he will make the grab for out number 3. The NATOs with limited damage after loading the bases before recording an out only allow a run. And we head to the bottom of the second. NATOs trailing 1-0 now to the Scots in Game 3 of this 3-game set.
Brevard College is special because of the way we teach, because we have classes that allow us to teach in the way that we like, which is experiential. Where we are, if you like the outdoors, man, we have great luck with cyclists coming here. There's something in the water about cycling in Brevard, or fly fishing, or just hiking. We have outstanding music. The music program here is wonderful. There's just a number of things to be said about Brevard College.
back here at Gilcone Field for the bottom of the second. Natos now find themselves trailing 1-0 here. Cale Ayler will lead things off. The first baseman for the Tornadoes. And here comes the pitch. Taken for ball one. The 1-0. Taken outside for ball two. That one taken for strike one. The 2-1. Hit foul down the third base line. And the count's even at 2 now. Suttle has climbed back. The 2-2 offering to Ayler. Taken outside, and that'll run the count full. The payoff pitch here from Suttle is swung on and ripped into the outfield, into the gap. That'll be extra bases. Ayler on his horse, headed to second, and he will slow up there. A leadoff double for Cale Ayler.
Double for number 26, Cale Ayler.
So the Natos have a man on second to start the inning. It'll bring up Peter Fomero. Designated hitter number 12, played in the second game yesterday. Had a couple of RBIs. And the first pitch, taken for a strike. No balls and a strike. And the pitch is outside for a ball. The 1-1. Taken for strike two. Fomero got to protect now. Suttle will step off and look back towards Ayler before delivering the 1-2, and now Fomero stepping back into the box. A ball and 2 strikes, nobody out, and a man on second for the Tornadoes. And the pitch swung on, lifted in the air to left field, and this one is going to get down and roll to the wall. Ayler's going to score. The ball game will be tied up, and Fomero, just like that, ties things up with an RBI double, and it's one apiece. Fomero got all of that one, and it was up to Nelson Smith to chase after it, and he was never going to get that. And this will bring up the catcher, number 11, Christian Ezel. So Fomero now on second with the game tied and nobody out. Ezel chops one to short, and the throw by Lopez on the first will beat Ezel for out number 1. So bring up Ryan Lehman playing right field today.
Tornadoes to right fielder number 31.
Number 31. Allison shifted over into center field. Jack Atkinson getting the day off. Subtle. From the stretch comes set. 1 out, man on second. First pitch way high. And inside to Lehman. The 1-0. Lifted right back towards us, foul. And it's a ball and a strike. Another beautiful day for baseball. The wind has calmed down a little bit, contrary to yesterday. As Subtle comes set and fires, and that's in there for strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes. Famero standing on second, 1 away. Ball game tied up at 1. And here's the pitch. Chopped foul straight back once again. Ball and 2 strikes. The pitch lifted in the air, center field. Bauer's under it. Famero will think about it and instead will stay put at second. It'll send us back to the top of the lineup. It'll be Zach Allison. Allison 0 for 1. Was retired his first time up. Going to try and continue the inning here and not strand Famero on second. And the first pitch taken for a ball. A ball and no strikes here. Subtle fires. Allison chopped over the head of the third baseman. Famero will score and the NATOs will take the lead. Allison digging for second. It is booted in left field by Smith and it'll be an easy stand-up double. A well-placed hit there by Zach Allison. And the NATOs all of a sudden with the lead, a 2-run bottom of the second, and it's 2-1 Tornadoes.
Now batting for your Tornadoes, second baseman number 6, Blake Burchett.
Pitch taken for ball 1 to Blake Burchett, who's 0 for 1. One 0 here to Burchett. Allison standing on second. Subtle comes set, fires, and it's low and away for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Allison standing on second. NATOs with the lead all of a sudden. 2-1. Turn of events here from the way the second inning started to now. And Burchett will take ball 3. And he's run up a 3-0 count. Subtle looking in. Coming set, we'll see if Burchett has the green light. The pitch taken for strike 1.
I think it's just because it's taking out power
3-1 here. The pitch, Burchett, lifted foul. And the count has been moved to full. Three and two to Blake Burchett, the NATO's second baseman here. Allison standing on second, and the pitch chopped right back to the mound over the head of Suttle. Burchett is going to beat it out. There will be no play, and there are runners on the corners now with 2 outs. So bring up Jason Jucker. Jucker 1 for 1, had a 2-out base hit his first time up. First pitch in the dirt, and Burchett will get to second. Allison will score. It's a 3-1 NATO lead. And a pass ball there will plate Zach Allison, or wild pitch. And now all of a sudden Casey Ross going to come out and try and calm down his pitcher. Ross still conferring here with Suttle, who has had a rough inning. Just got rougher with the wild pitch. Now Burchett standing on second with Jason Jucker at the dish. Ball, no strikes. The pitch grounded. Jucker straight to short. The throw onto first is there, and that'll retire the NATOs, who put up a 3 spot in the bottom of the second. We head to the top of the third. Cameron Cook will go back to work, and the NATOs lead it 3-1. We'll be right back. Back here now at Gill's Place, top of the third. NATO's leading at 3-1 as number 6, Max Bowers, the center fielder, comes up. That one taken for a ball. The 1-0 pitch here. Taken for ball 2. Didn't look like a bad pitch, but the count is 2-0 to Bowers. And that one taken ball 3. And here's the pitch. 4-pitch walk drawn by Bowers there. And the leadoff man will reach again for the Scots as the lineup flips back over to Gabe Lopez, the shortstop. First pitch by Cook, taken for a ball again. One-0 throwback to first, not in time. Cook delivers, swung on and missed by Lopez for strike one. Lopez swung at the first pitch of the game and was retired. Only saw one pitch in his first at-bat. Throw back to first again, and once again, Bowers in there safely. Pitch is taken in the dirt for ball two. Pitch is lined right to Jucker on a short hop, goes to second for one, to first for another, and that's a double play. Lopez grounds into a double play, and all of a sudden the bases are empty with 2 outs as Nelson Smith comes up to the plate.
Now batting left field number 22, Nelson Smith.
Here's the pitch, and it is low and away for ball one to Smith. The 1-0 by Cook is check swing, knocked foul down the first base side. A ball on a strike. The pitch swung on and lifted foul down the right side by Smith. Ball and 2 strikes, chance to finish off the top half of the third right here. Cook delivers, and that one's lifted foul again. We'll have another 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch swung on, lifted in the air to right field. Lehman on his horse is going to carry over his head and roll to the wall. Lehman picks it up, throws in, throw is cut off by Burchett. Going for third is Smith, and the throw will be in there to get him. Hose piece there by Burchett. Vasquez tags him out, and that'll end the top half of the third. Smith gets greedy and gets his hand caught in the cookie jar. Head to the bottom of the third. Nadeau's leading at 3-1. What a play there. Relay from Lehman to Burchett to Vasquez. 3-1 Nadeau's as we head to the bottom of the third in Game 3 here against the Scots. Back here for the home half of the third. NATO's leading at 3-1 after a tremendous play from Burchett to Vasquez. It'll be Logan Clark leading things off. 1 for 1 of the double so far. No balls, no strikes here. First pitch to Clark. Taken for strike 1. On the outside corner there from Suttle, who had a rough second inning. NATO's looking to continue to do some more damage to him here in the third. The 0-1 pitch taken low and away for ball 1. And that one bounced in the dirt by Suttle. 2 balls and a strike to Clark. And that one taken high and tight off the glove of Milam for ball 3, and it's 3-1. 3 balls and a strike here to Logan Clark, the NATO left fielder, and the pitch is taken low for ball 4. A leadoff walk for Clark. It'll bring up Frankie Vasquez as 0 for 1.
Now batting for the Tornadoes, the third baseman, number 19, Frankie Vasquez.
So Clark on first, and now Suttle worked with Vasquez, and the first pitch will be on the inside corner for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Lifted, popped up, right side. Carlton trying to get under it, and the catch will not be made in foul ground. Looked like Carlton and Meredith were trying to avoid colliding into each other, and neither one could come down to the ball, so instead it'll just be a hectic strike 2 for Frankie Vasquez. Weird angle that Carlton took there, ranging over, kind of leaning his body in position to make an over-the-shoulder catch. Meredith came in and didn't want to run into him, and instead nobody could make the grab. So no balls, 2 strikes. Suttle steps onto the bump, takes a look back at Clark, and now comes set, fires, and Vasquez will chop it to the left side. Ranging over, not able to make the play is Gabe Lopez. We'll see what that one gets ruled as, but booted out of the glove of Lopez. It'll be an E6. He did have to range over, but definitely could have made the play. And then now 2 on with no outs for Cale Ayler. First pitch to Ayler is low and away for a ball. Time called, and Milam, as well as Clint Helton, going to go out there and talk to Suttle. Maryville has someone up in the bullpen. When we get word on who that is or more clarification, we'll let you know. But Suttle has run into some trouble the last 2 innings, really has had trouble in all 3 innings. Remember, in the first inning, NATO's weren't able to drive him across, but they had second and third. No clean innings so far for Austin Suttle. And Clint Helton talking things over with his pitcher and catcher. Suttle and Milam out there on the mound And the umpire coming over to break up the conference, or at least tell him to hurry it up. He'll do just that. Helton will head off, and now Milam retreating back behind home plate. So Ayler in there now, a ball and no strikes. And the pitch taken for ball 2. Two-0 pitch taken for a ball, 3-0. Ayler 1 for 1 of the doubles so far. And the pitch taken for strike 1. 3 balls and a strike to the left-handed hitting first baseman. Three and 1, the pitch. Ripped to second, turning it for 1 to first. Ayler beats it out. It'll be a fielder's choice. Meredith to Lopez, and they couldn't retire Ayler, and it'll be met on the corners with 1 out for Peter Famero.
Now batting for your Tornadoes, the designated hitter number 12, Peter Famero.
Men on the corners, 1 out for the Nados. Famero swings at the first pitch and hits it straight back foul. Ayler on first, Clark on third. Nados leading it by 2, 3-1 so far. In the bottom of the third, and a step off, no throw back to first by Suttle, just trying to keep Ayler in check. The 0-1 here, swung on and missed for strike 2. Famero, an RBI double in his first at-bat. Looking for more of the same here. Number 12, the designated hitter for the Tornadoes, and the pitch taken high for a ball. 1-2. Ball 2 strikes, throw back over to first, and Ayler's in there easily without a dive. The 1-2 offering here to Famero is really high and inside over the head of Famero, and it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes here. Count even. 1 away and 2 on here. The pitch to Famero swung on and missed for strike 3, and that'll be the second out here in the bottom of the third. A strikeout there for Suttle.
Now batting for your Tornadoes, the catcher number 11,
And Christian Ezel stepping up to the dish now. Ezel 0 for 1 with a ground out in his first at bat. And the first pitch swung on and missed Subtle with a chance to get out of this jam without allowing any runs. NATO's hoping for quite the opposite. Looking to drive at least one in here off the bat of Ezel. The 0-1. Ayler pump fakes the steal. It doesn't go, and it'll be ball one. Ball on 1 strike and a swing and a miss on that pitch. It's 1-2 to Ezel. One-two offering here. Coming to Ezel. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Subtle gets out of the inning without giving up any more runs. And the NATOs, as we head to the top of the 4th, still holding a 3-1 lead here in Game 3 of the series. We'll be right back. NATOs and Scots. Here for the 4th inning of action here in the rubber match between the NATOs and the Scots. Tornadoes in control 3-1 right now. As we start the top of the 4th with Christian Carlton, the first baseman. Cook winds up, fires, and throws strike 1 right in there. The 1-1 swung on, lifted in the air right field. Lehman coming under it, and he will make the catch in front of the warning track for out number 1. A long out number 1 for Carlton. It'll bring up Zach Graham, who's 1 for 1. The cleanup man, designated hitter, number 24. Graham, 6'3", 220 out of Bradenton, Florida, and he takes ball 1 there. Bradenton River High School, State College of Florida is where Graham hails from. And the 1-0 ripped over the head of Burchett, a second base hit for Graham, and it'll be a 1-out single. So man on first and 1 out as Casey Ross will step into the box. Cook from the stretch now, fires and outside for ball one. A ball and no strikes here. Cook fires and swung on and missed by Ross for strike one. Big hack, couldn't connect on that one. And Cook's got the count even at one. Pitch is grounded right side. Ayler throws on to second for one, back to first, and it is in time for a double play. The Nados with a quick fourth inning, the double play there. 3-6-1, I believe. Nice double play there by the NATO defense. And as we head to the bottom of the fourth, still 3-1 Tornadoes leading. We'll be right back.
Our students make a difference in the world. They leave our program and they are prepared to be amazing, competent teachers who nurture and build a learning community in their own classrooms, wherever that is.
These turtles, they're more than, a few thousand years old. The species was actually a few million years old, so they're very old species.
I think one of the main things that I do bring to the kids is that I have a passion for what I do, and that carries over to my enthusiasm when I teach. By being excited about what I'm doing, I get the kids excited about learning.
Back here for bottom of the fourth. It'll be Ryan Lehman leading things off for the Tornadoes, the right fielder today. Number 31 in the 9 hole.
The right fielder, number 31, Ryan.
Was retired his first time up, so 0 for 1. Looking to change that, turn the tide a little bit here. And the first pitch to him is taken for a ball. The 1-0 delivery here is in there for strike one. One ball, one strike, and the pitch taken high for ball two. The 2-1 here. Taken for strike two. Count even now to the leadoff man here in the bottom of the fourth, Ryan Lehman. Two-two here to Lehman. Swung on and missed. Reached out for that one, couldn't get it. And he will be retired for out number one. It'll bring Zach Allison back up, who had an RBI double his last time up. Nobody on here, so no RBI opportunity for him, but a chance to get another base knock and get something going here for the Tornadoes. Subtle deals, and ball one in the dirt. The 1-0 to Allison is taken for ball two. The 2-0, check swing, and it is in there for strike one. So hitters count now in favor of Allison, 2-1. And the pitch chopped over to shortstop. Lopez has got it, throws on to first, and the ball is picked nicely by Carlton for out number 2. Allison will be set down.
Now batting for your Tornadoes, the second baseman, number 6, Blake Burchett.
So that'll bring Burchett back up. He's 1 for 2. A base knock his last time up. And we'll try and help start a 2-out rally here. Two outs. Nobody on. 3-1 NATOs here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Burchett is low for ball 1. A ball and no strikes. The pitch swung on and another base knock in the left field for Burchett. A 2-out single for Blake. And the NATOs have somebody on base with 2 outs as Jason Jucker heads up.
Now batting for your Tornadoes, the shortstop, number 2, Jason Jucker.
And Burchett taking off for second on the first pitch. It's fouled away, though, and he'll head right back to first. An update for anybody keeping up with the March Madness tournament. Houston right now in a dogfight with Illinois, leading 49-45. Just about 7 minutes to go in that one. For those of you who don't already have your bracket busted. Throw back to first, and Burchett in there easily. No balls and a strike. Another throwback to first. Burchett in there once again. Nice scoop by Carlton to save that one from rolling to the fence. Burchett, a threat on the base pass, leading the USA South in steals so far in the campaign. And he's going for another one here. Throw down to second, and Blake is in there with another one.
That's a stolen base for Blake Burchett.
Burchett, a dynamic player for the Tornadoes. No different there. And he's moved into scoring position. A base knock by Jucker will allow him to come around more than likely. One and one. Breaking ball too high. 2-1. And now we've got some kind of issue going on here. Not quite sure. Brevard College faculty member stepping out onto the field of play and alerting the umpire to whatever the issue is. And now Clint Helton walking out to speak with his catcher, Milam, and Mike Victory walking out. Jason Jucker has stepped out of the box, and now we've got all kinds of commotion going on here. Really not sure. Everyone dispersing now. The umpires coming over, as well as assistant coach Rob Julian speaking with the umpires now. Coach Clint Helton over there. Peyton Milam now going to go talk to his pitcher, Austin Suttle. The Maryville infield all grouped up together at second, talking to Blake Burchett. Might be asking for some base running advice. Some kind of fan issue, supposedly, is what we're hearing up here in the booth. Really not sure what's going on with that. The outfield coming in as well. Blake Burchett might be wanting some backup, surrounded by like 8 Scots at second. And now the entire infield and outfield huddling around Blake Burchett And it looks like we might be good to go now. Perhaps relieving some anxiety on Burchett's end. So whatever the issue was, it's cleaned up now. And the count standing at 2 balls and a strike to Jason Jucker, the NATO shortstop, trying to drive across another tornado run with Blake Burchett on second base via the steal. And the pitch. Swung on, hit right to third, and it's booted. Burchett coming around third, and he's going to score. No throw to the plate. Jucker's got an RBI, and it's 4-1 Tornadoes. That one will be ruled as an RBI single for Jason. He's 2 for 3. And the pitch swung through the hole once again. A base hit there for Logan Clark. Clark is 2 for 2 now. A double, a single, and a walk. Good day at the office so far for number 15. And with 2 outs, Clint Helton's going to come out, and this might be the end of the line for Suttle. Suttle will have his day concluded, and we'll see who's coming in for the Scots here. And it looks like this will be Lusby, who appeared yesterday. A couple innings of relief work for him. Damian Lusby, who pitched once again yesterday. He'll come in and get his warm-up tosses, and we will be right back. NATOs and Scots, Tornadoes leading it 4-1 here. We'll be right back. Lusby finishing his warm-up tosses, and for the second day in a row, his services will be called upon. And he will first face Frankie Vasquez with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Clark on first, Jucker on second, and the NATOs out in front 4-1 here in the bottom of the fourth, and Maryville trying to come back up to the plate. The only thing standing between Maryville and Lusby and that is Frankie Vasquez right now, and we'll see what he can do. Lusby delivers the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1 to the Tornado third baseman. Frankie over 2, reached on knee 6 earlier. And Jucker taking off, throw down to third, and they got him. Jucker caught stealing, and that will send us to the top of the 5th of the Tornadoes, leading 4-1. They tack on another, and they've got 9 hits already through 4. We head to the top of the 5th. Tornadoes leading it 4-1 here at Gilcone Field.
Brevard College is special because of the way we teach, because we have classes that allow us to teach in the way that we like, which is experiential. Where we are, if you like the outdoors, man, we have great luck with cyclists coming here. There's something in the water about cycling in Brevard, or fly fishing, or just hiking. We have outstanding music. The music program here is wonderful. There's just a number of things to be said about Brevard College. Brevard College is special because of the way we teach, because we have classes.
And so what made it inappropriate was one of the really, and then like got back into the calls.
Back here for the top of the fifth, and Cook's first delivery to number 25, Peyton Milam, the catcher, is in there for a strike, and here comes the second one, and that one swung on and missed for a strike. 0-2 quickly to Milam, and Cook would love a quick inning. The 0-2 in the dirt for ball one. Ball and 2 strikes to the left-handed hitting Scott's catcher, and the pitch. Outside for ball 2, and the count's even. Cook trying not to lose him. This one lifted in the air, left field. Going after it is Clark, and that one will be off the wall. Milam digging for 2, and he'll get in there as Burchett brings the throw in, and it is a leadoff double for Peyton Milam, is 2 for 2. This will bring up the second baseman, Jimmy Meredith, who grounded into a double play. It was an RBI, but Natos were able to trade 2 for 1, and right now, as it stands, that's the sole Maryville run. Meredith and the Scots going to try and change that, though, as Meredith lays down a bunt. Charging it is Vasquez. Bare hands, throws on to first, and Ehlers got it for out number 1. He'll advance Milam, and now he's 90 feet away from scoring. So Zach Fritz, the right fielder, will come up to the plate. 0 for 1 for him. Popped out his first time up. And the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. A ball and no strikes here. The pitch to Fritz is low for ball 2. Two and 0. The pitch from Cook is swung on and fouled down the right side. Two balls and a strike, and the pitch by Cook is low and inside for a ball, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. The pitch by Cook is swung on and lifted in the air. Center field, Allison after it. He can't make the catch. He falls to the ground, gets up quickly. Chasing after it, it's at the wall. The throw in is going to be cut off by Burchett, and it'll be an RBI triple for Zach Fritz. So Maryville has cut the lead from 3-2. NATO's leading by a score of 4-2. RBI triple there for Fritz. Allison with a great effort to try and get it. Had too much carry on that one, and he was able to get up fast enough and bring the ball in to where it wasn't a inside the park home run. So kudos to Allison on that one. And now Ezel talking things over with Cameron Cook at the mound, and he'll head back behind the plate.
Now batting center fielder number 6, Max Bauer.
Max Bowers, the center fielder, now back up. Drew a walk his first plate appearance and takes ball one there. Bowers had a home run in game 2 of yesterday's doubleheader. Cook certainly not hoping that happens again. And the 1-0 swung on and missed by Bowers, and the count's even at 1. One ball, one strike, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Flailing at it now is Bowers. And all of a sudden, Cook back in the driver's seat, 1-2. The 1-2 here, taken low and out, and leaving the count back up at 2. Two-two here, swung on, grounded to short. Jucker will throw on to first, and a run will score. Fritz comes in. Ayler able to haul in the throw from Jucker. There's 2 outs. And the lead's cut down to 1 now, 4-3, with 2 outs and nobody on.
Now batting shortstop number 1, Gabe Lopez.
This will flip the lineup back to Gabe Lopez, who's 0 for 2. His last at-bat, he grounded into a double play. And the first pitch by Cook is taken for strike 1. Lopez, the shortstop for Maryville, the leadoff man, had a pretty good doubleheader yesterday. Not a good start for him today as he takes ball 1 high, 0 for 2. A ball and 1 strike, 2 outs. And that one's low and away. Ball 2. And the pitch by Cook, this one lifted. Pop, foul ground. Ayler chasing after it, and he will not make the grab. Misjudged it and overran it a little bit. It falls to the grass. And it'll be a 2-2 count to Lopez. Cameron Cook trying to complete his 5th inning of work here and hold on to this lead, 4-3. Lopez steps back in with the count even. Cook winds up and fires, and that one swung left side. Jucker tough hop. He will eat it. The speedy Lopez able to beat that one out. It'll be an infield hit. And so now Lopez moves to 1 for 3 on the evening.
Now batting left fielder number 22, Nelson Smith.
And Nelson Smith now up to the plate. First pitch by Cook is in there for strike one. Smith 2 for 2. His last at bat got a double and was thrown out trying to get 3. Cook trying to retire him here with Lopez on first. And this one swung on and missed, or tipped maybe, into the mitt of Ezel, and now it's 0-2. Cook in control here. And here's the pitch. Lifted in the air. Shallow left field coming on is Clark, and he will not make the play. Lopez coming around third. He's going to score. And all of a sudden the ball game is tied up. We will see what that is scored as. That'll be a double, I believe, for Nelson Smith, who's now 3 for 3.
Now batting first baseman number 28, Christian Carl.
This will bring up Christian Carlton now. Game tied all of a sudden. 4 apiece. Each team with 9 hits so far. And Smith standing on second. Cook got to try and find a way to get out of this inning with the game still tied. Pitch is tipped there by Carlton, who is 0 for 2. Pitch by Cook, low and away for a ball. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, and Cook delivers. Ball 2. Hitters count now to Christian Carlton, the Maryville first baseman, with Smith standing on second. And the pitch swung on, grounded to third. Vasquez picks it up on a hop, throw on to first to Ayler. Will retire the side. Maryville hangs up a 3 spot in the top of the 5th. Carlton very upset, and we will head to the bottom of the 5th with the ball game all tied up at 4 now. NATO's going to try and get something going here at Gills Place. Game 3 of a 3-game set, and we'll be right back. Back here for the home half of the 5th. Maryville has found a way to tie the ball game up at 4 apiece. And Frankie Vasquez will come up to the plate. Was at the bat last time to finish the 4th inning, but Jason Jucker was caught stealing mid at bat as Vasquez hits one into the hole. Tough play. Throw onto first. It will not get him. And the throw will get by Carlton. Vasquez will get extra bases on this. It'll be a single with an E6, I believe. And Vasquez has his first base hit of the afternoon.
Now batting for Tornadoes, first base number 26.
And now Cale Ayler will come back over to the plate. He has a double and grounded into a fielder's choice in his 2 trips so far. So Vasquez now has the Nados instantly with a runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Lusby was called upon to pitch 3 innings in relief yesterday for the Scots in Game 1. Now back here in Game 3 of the series. We'll see if it's some long relief or not. And time called as Lusby delivers, and pitch won't count. Would have been a ball. Ayler steps back in, looks on, and with Vasquez on second, he gets ready. First pitch, taken for a strike on the outside corner. The 0-1, taken for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch taken outside for ball 1 by the Nado first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes. 19 combined hits already between the 2 teams. 10 for the Nados, 9 for the Scots as Lusby delivers, and that one will be outside for ball 2. Counts even up. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Ayler is swung on, grounded. It will be right to the second baseman, Meredith. He won't have a throw. Ranging over to his right, didn't have the momentum to make a throw over to first, and now the Nados with men on the corners and nobody out as Cale Ayler reaches. I believe this will be an infield single for Ayler, and he's now 2 for 3 on the day.
Now batting for Tornadoes, the DH number 12, Peter Famero.
This will bring up Famero, who's 1 for 2. Strikeout his last time up, but an RBI double his first time around. And he has runners on first and third with nobody out. Golden opportunity here for the Tornadoes in a tied ball game. That one is going to get by the catcher, but the bounce will come right off the backstop to Milam. A lucky bounce there for the Scots. That almost certainly was going to score a run. Lusby bounced that one, and it was able to ricochet right off the backstop, right back to Milam as Vasquez was about to take off. But Cale Ayler was able to advance to second on that one. So 2 men in scoring position, nobody out for Famero. And there's strike 1. A ball and a strike. Lusby winds up and fires and swung on and waved at by Famero for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes here. Lusby fires, swung on and missed. A second strikeout for Famero, and that'll be the first out of the frame.
Now batting for Tornadoes, the catcher number 11, Christian Ezel.
Lusby with his first strikeout, and now Christian Ezel at the dish. He's 0 for 2 with the strikeout his last time up. He waves with a bunt attempt and misses, or pulls back rather. It'll be ball 1. That one was deferred down to the field. Umpire waves the arms. He did not go around. And it's a 1-0 count to Ezel. Lusby fires another one in there. And that'll be strike one on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out to number 11 with 2 men in scoring position. Going to try and drive some runs across here and break the tie. Ezel hits one in the air. Left field. Going back at the wall. This one is gone. Christian Ezel with the 3-run shot to break the tie. Vasquez comes around. Ayler comes around. And Christian Ezel points out to the bullpen. And he has broken this one open with a 3-run shot. No better way to break out of a slump than to hit one like that. What a shot there from Ezel. Nelson Smith was going back and ran out of room. Watch that thing fly out of here and watch the score jump to 7-4. Christian Ezel. Fair to say he was struggling before that, and that's exactly what you need to get out of a slump. A 3-run bomb to give the NATOs the lead. The bunt attempt is waved out and missed by Lehman there, but 7-4 NATOs after the bomb by Ezel. The 8-hole catcher, Ezel, able to knock that one out of here as Lehman sends a shot in the air to right field, and this one's going to bounce at the wall. Lehman wants extra bases. He's got 2, and that throw is going to be cut off in the outfield grass by Meredith. It's a 1-out double following the home run by Ryan Lehman, and everybody's hitting right now. Zach Allison coming back up to the plate now. He's 1 for 3. And Lusby getting hit hard right now. Helton's going to let him work through it, though. Allison has a man on second, and he takes strike 1. Allison 1 for 3. His second time up, he had an RBI double. NATOs have now scored in 3 of the 5 frames, as Lusby deals and nearly hits Allison. Allison will step back in with a 1-1 count. And taking off now is Lehman, and he is going to get in there. Lehman steals third. He got a great jump before Lusby had even let go of the baseball. Had faked it a couple of the prior pitches and then did it that time. And now he's 90 feet away with Allison in a hitter's count 2-1. The 1-2 rather. Not a hitter's count. It's 2-2. And the 2-2 here to Allison is swung on, lined into center field. This one should be deep enough to score Lehman, and it will be. Another run for the NATOs, and they are now back to doubling up the Scots. 8-4. Lehman comes across. It's a sacrifice fly for Allison. And another run knocked across. It'll empty the bases.
Now batting for Tornadoes, second base number 6, Blake Burchett.
Blake Burchett now back up to the dish. He's 2 for 3, hits in each of his last 2 at-bats. Lusby delivers and swung on and fouled back by Blake. Blake also has a stolen base in the ballgame, leading the USA South in that department right now. As consistent of a player as they come for the Tornadoes. No balls and a strike to number 6. And he'll take ball 1 right off the outer part of the plate. And the pitch here by Lusby taken for strike 2. NATO's have broken things open once more here in the bottom of the 5th. As Lusby fires, and that one will be in the dirt for ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes here to Blake Burchett, the NATO's second baseman. And the pitch. Swung on, reached out at, and fouled off to the right.
There's not a 49, so it ends at
2-2, and the pitch rung up. Blake Burchett, the outside pitch is called a strike 3, and Burchett just laughs as he is rung up. Burchett sent down on strikes by Lusby, and the 5th inning will mercifully come to an end. NATO's hang up a 4 spot, including a 3-run shot by Christian Ezel to break a 4-4 tie. NATO's leading at 8-4 when we get back for the top of the 6th. Back here, top half of the 6th, Zach Graham is up to the plate for the Scots. And Cameron Cook back up for his 6th inning of work with a 4-run lead to work with now. Cook, first offering here is swung on, ground ball, Jucker charging, throw on to first, and he's got him for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. And Graham, first time he's been retired today. And it'll bring up number 35, Casey Ross. Oh, number 2, a pinch hitter actually.
Now batting number 2, Colton Hicks.
It'll be Colton Hicks. It'll be Colton Hicks, a senior, 5'9", 180, a Maryville native, pinch hitting for Ross. First pitch is in the dirt. And the 1-0 to Hicks is a strike. And the pitch swung on and missed for strike 2 by Hicks. The 1-2 outside for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Brevard leading at 8-4. Cook trying to make a quick 6th inning here. That one will be inside, and the counts run full.
It's not on there. The pitcher 43 is in the bullpen. It's Mitchell Brana. He's a freshman from Chattanooga.
Cook with a full count here, working on the pinch hitter Hicks. And the payoff pitch is swung on and fouled. So we'll do it again. Three and two, one out and nobody on. Hicks, the senior infielder, presumably taking over at third for Ross. Another payoff pitch here from Cook is swung on and missed. Strike three, and Hicks sent down. Cook sending down Colton Hicks on strikes. And that one in the dirt for ball one to Peyton Milam, who's 2 for 2, the Maryville catcher. And all of a sudden, not sure what catcher interference being called against Ezel, and Peyton Milam's going to be rewarded first base. And Cameron Cook, by the way, threw 5 2/3. That was his first strikeout of the ball game there of Hicks, the pinch hitter. But Milam being rewarded first base for a catcher's interference call on Ezel. And the NATOs can't believe it. Even with the 4-run lead, very upset about that. And that'll bring up Jimmy Meredith, who's over 2. Grounded into a double play and had a sacrifice bunt earlier. He takes strike 1. Does have an RBI under his belt today on a bases loaded double play. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and ripped down the left field line, but foul. No balls and 2 strikes here. Cook quickly ahead of Meredith. Going to try and set him down and send the NATO bats back up. Eight-4 Tornado lead here. And the top of the 6th. Cook delivers, and that one's in there for strike 3. After not recording a strikeout in his first 5 innings, Cook records 2 here in the 6th. And the NATOs will head back up to the bat, up 8-4. No score in the inning from Maryville. Brevard leading at 8-4 as we head back. Bottom of the 6th coming up here at Gill's Place. New pitcher for Maryville will be Mitchell Grannon after Damian Lusby lasts an inning and a third. 2 strikeouts, but obviously giving up the 3-piece, the home run to Christian Ezel, and then giving up the RBI to Zach Allison. 4 runs for the NATOs in the 5th. So Grannon going to go to work here on Jucker, Clark, and Vasquez. Jucker 2 for 3, an RBI single his last time up. And Hicks, the pinch hitter for the third baseman Ross, will stay in at third base as Jucker pops this one sky high. Shallow center field, and Bowers will get under it and make the grab to retire Jucker. 1 pitch, 1 out. It'll bring up Logan Clark, who's 2 for 2, a double, a walk, and a single. Maybe a home run or a triple here. Continue the cycle bid for number 15.
Now batting for Tornadoes, left fielder number 15, Logan.
So Grannon getting a quick out. And the first pitch to Clark is taken for strike 1. The 0-1 in there for strike 2. Another breaking ball dropping in the lower part of the zone. The 0-2 from Grannon here. Swung on and ripped into center field, and it'll drop in front of Bowers for a single. 3rd hit of the afternoon for Clark, and he's still got a perfect ledger. Back-to-back singles in his last 2 at-bats for Clark. And it'll bring up Vasquez, who's 1 for 3. Vasquez had a single his last time up. Funnily enough, Vasquez has had 2 E6s occur on him in this game. First, he reached on an E6 in his second at-bat and then had a single that turned into a double off the E6s last time. As he lays down a bunt, Grannon will go to first, and he'll retire Vasquez for out number 2, and Clark moved into scoring position. Cale Ayler coming up now. He's 2 for 3, a double, and an infield single. The one time he was retired was a fielder's choice in his second at-bat. And Cale going to try and drive another run across here on the bottom of the 6th with the NATOs leading 8-4. 23 hits combined for the 2 teams so far. And Clark going, throw down to third, and he is in there. Logan Clark got a good jump, and the speedy left fielder's 90 feet away. Ayler with a 1-0 count also. And that one low for a ball. Two 2-0 count. Two balls, no strikes here. Clark, 90 feet away. Ayler chops this one back foul. A ball and 2 strikes. The count on the board was incorrect. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ayler, and he will swing and lift this one into left field. It'll drop for a base hit, and it will be extra bases for Ayler as he heads into second with an RBI double, and it's 9 for NATOs. Clark coming across to score. Ball was misplayed by the left fielder Smith, and it allows Ayler to get into second. So it'll be ruled as a single and then an E7. Ayler 3 for 4 now. And this will bring Famero back up. He struck out in each of his last 2 appearances after an RBI double his first time around. Looking for more of that luck here with 2 outs and Ayler on second. Trying to get some more insurance. 15 tornado hits so far in this one. And the pitch by Grannon is taken for a ball. Nine tornadoes here with Ayler standing on second, and that one's taken high for another ball. Two balls, no strikes. And Grannon will step off. Two and 0. The pitch by Grannon. Low and out for ball 3. And see if Famero has got the green light here or not. And the 3-0 is ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Famero. It'll bring up Ezel, who's coming off the 3-run blast, his last time up. And for those of you wondering, the Tornado hit record in a game is 22. They stand at 15 right now. It still would have some work to do to reach that figure, but just keep hitting and see what happens. Ezel, the 3-run blast his last time around. Wouldn't mind another one of those as Ezel takes ball 1. He does have 2 men on. And now Milam going to go in conference with the Grannon at the mound as Ezel steps out and looks on. Milam still talking things over with Grannon. Now Milam retreats for home. We'll get back behind the dish. And Ezel with 2 men on and a 1-0 count is ready to go once again. The pitch by Grannon is taken for a strike. Count even up now.
Hits in the series.
31 hits in the series for the Tornadoes as Ezel takes ball 2. Half of those coming today, 15 once again. Maryville 9 hits, only 4 runs though, as opposed to Brevard's 9 runs. And Grannon steps off, shows the ball to Ayler. Lehman on deck. And Allison in the hole. As Grannon comes set, fires again, and Ezel lifts this one foul. Counts evened up at 2. 2 outs, 2 on. NATO's leading at 9-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Curveball, knocked up, pop fly, and it'll be fielded by Meredith to retire the side. NATO strand a couple, but still lead at 9-4 as we head to the top of the 7th. When we get back, Tornadoes up 5. Going to try and finish things off here in the home stretch. Final 3 innings coming up here at Gills Place. NATO's trying to get the series win. Back here for the top half of the 7th. Cameron Cook still out there working on the bump. Has allowed 4 runs to this point. 3 of them coming in the 5th. And the other one coming early on in the top of the 2nd. And he'll be greeted by Zach Fritz, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI triple. And his first pitch to him is low and away for ball 1.
So Noah Webb warming up?
Noah Webb warming up in the bullpen. Not sure if that's just in case Cook gets into trouble this inning or if Cook won't be going the full time here. And that one fouled off for strike 1. Fritz standing in with a 1-1 count. Cook, here comes pitch 86, and the bunt attempt is waved at and missed. Not sure if he went around or not. Believe it was rolled a ball. And the pitch chopped to Burchett. Throw on to first, and Ayler will step on the bag and retire Fritz for out number 1. He's 1 for 3 now. And it'll bring up Max Bowers, center fielder. He's 0 for 1, walked his first time up, was retired the last time around.
Now batting center field number 6, Max Bowers.
NATOs have gotten some really good innings out of their starting pitching. 5 innings yesterday, 7 strikeouts for Nathan Sanders as Bowers lifts this one in the air to right field. Allison and Lehman both chasing after it. Nobody can get it. Allison picks it up, throws to the cutoff man, Burchett, and it'll be a 1-out double for Bowers as the lineup flips over to Gabe Lopez, the leadoff man. But Nathan Sanders, once again, yesterday, 5 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, and Matthew Scavato with 8 1/3 ultimately got roughed up a little bit in the 9th inning, but heading into the 9th, after 8 innings pitched, Scavato had allowed only 1 run, and now Cook has gone 6 1/3. Has a man on second and 1 out to deal with, though. And we'll see if Coach Victory will let him try and work through it with a 5-run lead. Cook looks back at the runner and fires home. Ball 1. Cook takes another look back and now fires. That one lifted back foul, 1-1. A ball and a strike with Cook on the bump, and he fires, and that one is lined up the middle for a base hit to Allison. Allison stepping up, throwing home, and there will be no attempt at advancing and scoring for Bowers. And we'll see. It looks like an assistant coach is heading out there. We'll see if Webb is going to come in yet or not, or if Cameron Cook's day will continue a little bit longer. It isn't head coach Mike Victory. It's assistant Rob Julian. So it looks like Cook will continue for the time being. We'll see, though. Not an RBI. A single ripped up the middle there by Lopez. He's 2 for 4 with hits in each of his last 2 at-bats, starting to time up Cook. Probably the last time that he will see Cook. And now you've got Nelson Smith to deal with, who's 3 for 3 on the day. 2 doubles. And Cook going to go back to work, try and work out of this, try and finish this 7th inning and save a little bit of bullpen energy by completing the 7th frame. Pitch 92 coming up for Cook here. This could be his last batter, depending on how it goes. Cook, first pitch, swung on and missed by Smith, who has been locked in today, 3 for 3. 2 doubles once again. Oh and 1. This one chopped. Third base side. Vasquez to Burchett for 1 to first. It's over the head of Ayler. And a run will score. Fielder's choice there from Frankie Vasquez. Burchett couldn't get a good throw down. He was up in the air. And it is 9-5 now. Tornadoes. As Smith retired for the first time.
Now batting first baseman number 28, Christian Carlton.
Christian Carlton now is 0 for 3. Will step in with 2 outs and a man on first. Cook comes set, fires. Ball just outside. Coach Mike Victory right up at the head of the dugout. And the throw back to first is reeled in by Ayler. A bit of a wild throw, trying to keep Smith in check. A ball and no strikes. The pitch by Cook is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, 2-0. And now 2 pitchers warming up in the Brevard bullpen. Cook fires the 2-0, swung on and missed, strike 1. And this almost certainly, with Cook nearing 100 pitches, almost certainly has got to be his last batter. If he gives up a hit or a walk, you got to assume he gets changed out, and if he gets out of the inning, it'll be his last, as there's ball 3. Cook has gone 6 2/3 of 5-run ball, 11 hits. Pitch number 98 coming for Cook. That one lifted foul straight back, and it's a full count. Cook ready for the full count pitch here. Carlton digging in. He's 0 for 3. Cook going to try and make it 0 for 4 here with Nelson Smith standing on first. The pitch, Smith going, and it's going to hit Carlton, and we'll see if they let him work with Zach Graham, who's 2 for 3. Looks like they will. Victory staying put. And first and second with 2 outs. Cook's going to stay out there. Still working to the 4-run lead. Pitch 100 coming here for Cook. The pitch in there for strike 1. Framed nicely by Ezel. Smith on second. That one falls inside for ball 1. Smith on second and Christian Carlton on first. Colton Hicks, who pinch hit for Casey Ross, is on deck. And that one's in there for strike 2. Cook a strike away from presumably ending his day on a high note. 1-2. And the offering. Smith going. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Cameron Cook finishes the 7th inning off with the NATOs still holding a 9-5 lead. NATO bats coming up. 4-run lead as we try to take Game 3 and win the series against the Scots. We'll be right back. back here for the bottom of the 7th. It'll be Ryan Lehman to lead things off. He's 1 for 3 with a double in his last at-bat. Mitchell Grannon still out there after completing an inning in the 6th, as that one hit high and deep left field, and it's going to go out of play, and a collision out on the fence by the left fielder Smith. Looks to be all right. Wasn't able to come down with that one, but Smith falling all the way outside the fence and foul ground in left field. Lehman a little upset just a bit early on that. Got a good piece of it, but just yanked it a little bit foul. And that one's in there for strike 2. Lehman 1 for 3 once again. A double his last time up. Playing right field today. Usually where Allison plays, but as Lehman swings and misses at that one and will be set down on strikes by Grannon. That's his first strikeout. And Zach Allison, who, as I was saying, filling in center field for Jack Atkinson, who's getting a day off. Center fielder for both doubleheader games yesterday. The normal starting center fielder, number 9 for the NATOs, as Allison takes for strike 1. And that one low and out for ball 1. That one fouled straight back for strike 2, and now Allison in a hole. Swing and a base hit through the hole. Line drive base knock for Zach Allison. And he's 2 for 4. Couple of RBIs for him as well.
Now batting for Tornadoes, second baseman number 6, Blake Burchett.
This will bring up Burchett, who was rung up on strikes his last time up. He's 2 for 4. And Grannon now got to keep an eye on Allison, who's got speed at first. And Burchett waves and misses at the first. No balls and a strike to Burchett, the second baseman. And the pitch taken high for ball 1. Swung on and missed there for Burchett. And he's in a 1-2 hole now. Looking to bounce back like Allison did. That one high for a ball, and Allison trying to steal second, and he will get in there now. He's called out. He was called safe. Maybe came off the bag, and all of a sudden the umpire changed his call to out. No argument coming from Zach Allison, and he'll head back to the dugout with 2 down, and all of a sudden Blake Burchett's got the bases empty with a 2-2 count. So it looked like Allison got in there at first and then came off the bag and was tagged out because the original call was safe. As Grannon delivers the 2-2, swung on and missed for the second time today. Blake Burchett has struck out, and Grannon gets out of the 7th with no damage done. We head to the top of the 8th. 9-5, NATO's leading it, trying to close in on a series victory over the Scots.
Our students make a difference in the world. They leave our program and they are prepared to be amazing, competent teachers who nurture and build a learning community in their own classrooms, wherever that is.
These turtles, they're more than, a few thousand years old. The species was actually a few million years old, so they're very old species.
I think one of the main things that I do bring to the kids is that I have a passion for what I do, and that carries over to my enthusiasm when I teach. By being excited about what I'm doing, I get the kids excited about learning.
A few changes for the Tornadoes. Allison moved back to his normal right field spot as Jack Atkinson has been brought in to play some center field for these last couple of frames. And a new pitcher for the Tornadoes is Noah Webb, after Cameron Cook is able to deliver 7 innings of 5-run ball. Webb, freshman, 5'9", 170 out of Silva, North Carolina, Smoky Mountain High School. And Webb, the lefty here, will pitch to Colton Hicks, who is 0 for 1, struck out in his first at-bat, pinch hitting for Casey Ross. And the first pitch is looped in there for a ball. Ball and no strikes. And the pitch in there for strike 1. Hicks having a little bit of discussion with the home plate umpire after that one. And the 1-1 pitch here, just outside for ball 2. Hitters count 2-1 to Hicks, who replaced Ross both in the lineup and at third. And here's the pitch. This one's hit, yanked down the left field line, and it'll go out of play and out of the range of Logan Clark. Count evened up at 2, and Webb going to try and record his first out. Webb, an ERA of 3 on the year, as that one just misses to run the count full. Webb 1-0, 5 appearances, 3 earned runs, and 3 strikeouts. Looking for a fourth here. The full count pitch is swung on and missed, and he's got just that. Out number 1, Webb able to record the strikeout of Hicks, and that's the second time he'll be sent down on strikes. And that'll bring up Peyton Milam, who's 2 for 2. Has a double and reached on a catcher's interference his last time up. Sort of a bizarre call. 27 combined hits now between the two teams as Webb lobs that one in there for strike 1. Unorthodox pitching style, it seems, for Webb. Not a velocity guy, as that one's going to bounce in there for a ball. Cameron Cook, his final stat line, 7 innings pitched, which is a career high. 11 hits, 5 run, only 3 of them of the earned variety. 3 strikeouts and only 1 walk. So good control by Cook in this outing, and that one is low and away for ball 2. Jimmy Meredith on deck. Milam hasn't been retired today. 3 errors for each team as well, as that one outside for ball 3. And Webb in danger of walking the Maryville catcher. Webb, the 3-1 offering here, is going to drop into the zone for a strike. Beautiful pitch there. Count run full again. And we'll see if Noah can get his 5th strikeout of the campaign after just picking up number 4. That one is hit high and foul. And we'll do it all over again. Webb comes set. Another payoff pitch here is waved at and hit out of play once again down the left side. And the count's run full. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout. Ezel will throw on to first. Ayler's got it. Back-to-back strikeouts to open up the 8th inning for Noah Webb. He's got his 4th and 5th strikeouts of the season now. First time that Milam's been set down. And it'll bring up Jimmy Meredith, who's 0 for 3. Struck out his last time up. 0 for 3. Grounded into an RBI double play. Sacrifice bunt and struck out his last time up. So not a great day at the plate for the Maryville second baseman. And Webb going to try and keep that theme going. First pitch is ripped up the middle for a base hit. Meredith's got his first. And a 2-out knock for the second baseman. I'll bring up Zach Fritz. He's 1 for 3, an RBI triple his second at bat.
Now batting right field number 26, Zach Fritz.
Fritz, the left-handed hitting right fielder against the left-handed pitcher. Webb comes set, takes a look over, and now fires, and that is in there for strike 1. Once again, another nice day for baseball. Weather great here in Brevard, North Carolina, as Webb delivers ball 1. Yesterday was a bit more of a windy day in the doubleheader. Wind not a big factor in this one. And it's 1-1. Webb fires, and that one knocked up in the air, foul left side. A ball and 2 strikes. Webb trying to finish off the 8th. And that one ripped right side and right into the glove of Zach Allison. A hard hit ball, but Allison right there, Johnny on the spot to record out number 3. And as we head to the home half of the 8th, the NATO's sitting strong, leading 9-5, trying to take game 3 of this set against the Scots to open up conference play. We'll be right back from Gills Place.
Brevard College is special because of the way we teach, because we have classes that allow us to teach in the way that we like, which is experiential. Where we are, if you like the outdoors, man, we have great luck with cyclists coming here. There's something in the water about cycling in Brevard, or fly fishing, or just hiking. We have outstanding music. The music program here is wonderful. There's just a number of things to be said about Brevard College.
Here for the bottom half of the 8th, it'll be Jason Jucker back up. He's 2 for 4, an RBI single earlier on in the ball game. And the first pitch to Jucker high and tight for ball 1. No movement in the NATO pen. Bryce Bowers, the presumed closer for the NATOs, is not up. Pitched in both games yesterday afternoon, and it is not currently a save situation with a 4-run lead. So we'll see if Webb stays in or not. As Grannon delivers a strike there, back out for his 3rd inning of work. And it's a 2-1 count to Jason. Here's the pitch. Knocked up in the air, left side, shallow left field. Smith coming in, and he will make the catch for out number 1. Jucker 2 for 5 now as he's set down, and Logan Clark coming up. Still a perfect day for him. 3 for 3, 2 singles, a double, and a walk. And 4 times up.
Now batting for Tornadoes left field, number 15, Logan Clark.
Clark looking to continue his strong outing here against Grannon. First pitch. Hit straight back foul. Grannon. The 0-1. Taken for strike 2 on the lower half of the zone. And the 0-2. Taken for ball 1. 1-2 hole here for Logan Clark. In danger of disrupting his perfect day at the plate. And the pitch by Grannon is dropped in there for ball 2. In the dirt and corralled by Milam. Even count, 2 apiece, 1 away. NATO's leading at 9-5 here in the home half of the 8th. Trying to maybe get some insurance here as Grannon delivers and swung on and missed. It's a drop, strike 3. Clark trying to dig it out, and the throw will be out of the reach of Carlton. Clark digging for second, now digging for third. There will be no play, and he's into third, standing up on a strikeout. How often do you see that? It'll be an E2. A strikeout, an E2. And all of a sudden Clark finds himself on third base after striking out.
Now batting for Tornadoes third baseman, number 19, Frankie Vasquez.
It'll bring up Frankie Vasquez. Grannon recording his 2nd strikeout there, but not getting an out of it. 4th error for the Scots. And that one nearly hits Vasquez. He avoids it. Vasquez 1 for 4. A sacrifice bunt and a single in his last 2 at-bats as Grannon fires the 1-0 and a check swing, strike 1. Grannon fires again, and that's a ball, 2-1. Two-one offering here. Clark is going to steal home plate. Logan Clark with the steal of home a la Jackie Robinson. Logan Clark doing it all for the Tornadoes, stealing home plate. Frankie Vasquez took the pitch. Clark took off and is able to get in there. Absolutely crazy. A steal of home by number 15, Logan Clark. One of the heart and soul members of this team bringing in an insurance run. And now Vasquez is going to get drilled. And Vasquez, some kind of words for Grannon as he heads over to first. Not sure if that was an act of retaliation after the home steal. Up 4. Vasquez seems to think so. The umpire corralling him, making sure that nothing came out of that. And now Grannon doing some barking at the Brevard dugout. And his day is finished. Clint Helton's going to come out and bring in a new pitcher. We'll see who that is. Looks like number 31, Tanner Hurd, a freshman, 6'2", 230 out of Crossville, Tennessee. And so Grannon will go 2 1/3 with 2 strikeouts. Frankie Vasquez on first after being hit by the pitch after Logan Clark's steal of home. A dramatic turn of events here in the last couple of minutes, and Helton saw all that he had to see after that one and brings in Tanner Hurd. And as he takes his warm-up tosses, we will take a break. Cale Ayler waiting as Hurd gets ready, and we'll be right back. Number 31, Tanner Hurd, completes his warm-up tosses, and he will fill in for Mitchell Grannon, who went 2 1/3 innings pitched. And to finish off the 8th, it will be Hurd, with the NATOs up 10-5. 28 combined hits between the two teams, 16 for the NATOs, 12 for the Scots. 7 combined errors, 4 for the Scots, 3 for the NATOs, as Cale Ayler takes strike 1 there. Frankie Vasquez on first after being hit by the pitch. And Ayler will be hit by one too. That one didn't seem intentional, and now runners on first and second with 1 out. And this will bring up Peter Famero, who's 1 for 3, struck out twice, he's walked, and he has an RBI double. He's got 2 on and 1 out here, facing off against Hurd, the lefty, who's going to step off. Grannon had already been going and then gave up struck out Logan Clark, who was able to get to third on the throwing error by the catcher. It was a drop, 3rd strike. And then Logan stealing home, and Vasquez caught in a pickle now, and he is going to be tagged out on the way to third. Got a little greedy there, and Hurd's able to retire him. Vasquez will head to the dugout. Ayler will stay put at first. And now there's 2 down for Peter Famero and only a runner on first. NATO's leading it by 5. Hurd comes set and fires, and that one fouled off to the right side. Once again, just to recap what had happened, as I was saying, Logan Clark stole home. Frankie Vasquez immediately was plunked after the steal of home and didn't take too kindly to that. All of a sudden, Grannon started barking at the Tornado dugout as Famero takes a ball there. Grannon started barking at the Tornado dugout, and Clint Helton immediately had seen enough and brought in Tanner Hurd, who now works with 2 outs to Famero. And there's a ball, 2-1. Cale Ayler, the first baseman, standing on first. And the pitch in there for strike 2, and the count's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. NATO's leading it by a score of 10-5. Nobody up in the bullpen. Presumably Noah Webb will come out to finish off the 9th. And the pitch is low for ball 3. Full count here. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch is high and out for ball 4, and a 2-out walk will bring up Christian Ezel, who really got things going. NATO's had a 4-1 lead. Maryville crawled back and tied it up 4 apiece, and all of a sudden, Christian Ezel busted the door wide open with a 3-run shot to left field. And now he's got 2 on once again. A pinch runner is going to come in for Famero, and that's going to be number 55, Jonathan Graves, 5'10", 140 freshman out of Gastonia, North Carolina, Stuart Kramer High School. And Graves stands on first as Ezel gets ready to dig in. Second walk drawn by Famero in the ball game, by the way. Hurd trying to get this third out and complete 2/3 of an inning. And he'll step off. Ayler on second, Graves on first. Graves the pinch runner for the designated hitter, Peter Famero. And the first pitch here by Hurd, and nope, he's going to step off. We're going to wait a little longer for the first pitch to Ezel. Ayler, usually not someone that you would worry about as a big speed threat out on second, but Hurd seems to be of the utmost concern with Ayler right now as he finally delivers to the plate, and it'll be ball 1. The 1-0 offering here is lifted out of play, strike 1. A ball and a strike here, 2 outs, 2 on to Ezel, who hit the 3-run blast earlier. And the pitch by Hurd is swung on and missed by Ezel, and he'll run himself into a 1-2 hole. Ezel 1 for 4, but once again, that one hit was a big one. A tie-breaking 3-run bomb by the Tornado catcher into the Tornado bullpen. The 1-2 offering coming from Hurd, and it is fouled straight back once again. Just a little late on that one. And Hurd will step off once again, doing a lot of stalling out there on the mound. He'll finally step back on. Looking in. And the 1-2 pitch here coming from Hurd. It is in the dirt, ball 2. And Ayler will hold tight at second. The 2-2 coming here from Hurd, and this one's popped up, left side, foul ground. The catcher, Milam, coming under it, and he will not be able to make the catch, falling backwards onto his mask. Milam unable to get that one, and Maryville has had trouble a couple times with some pop plays. Remember yesterday, the second baseman Meredith botching a pop-up to second. Milam doing just about the same thing there. Might have lost it in the sun, but couldn't make the catch on that pop-up, and Ezel stays alive with a 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on here in the bottom of the 8th. NATO's leading it by a score of 10-5, trying to add on some insurance runs here. Ezel, the pitch is in the dirt, and the count will run full. Ezel has a full count, and Hurd comes set, takes a look back at Ayler. And Ayler's going. The pitch swung on and missed. A strikeout by Ezel, his second of the ball game. And we will head to the 9th inning. NATO's going to run off of a stolen home plate by Logan Clark. And the lead is 10-5 as we head to the top of the 9th. Noah Webb will try and shut the door on the Scots and give the NATO's a series win. We'll be right back. Here for the top of the 9th, NATO's trying to shut the door and take 2 out of 3 in the first conference series of the season here against the Scots. As Noah Webb back out for his second inning of work. And his first pitch is grounded foul down the right side. So no balls and a strike. To Bowers, and he'll take a ball there, 1-1. Max Bowers, the center fielder, 0 for 1, a walk, and was retired his last time up. And this one swung on and missed, strike 2. Webb has 2 strikeouts. Could make it 3 here if he gets another swing like that. And the pitch. Taken just outside for ball 2. That was close. Even count 2-2. And the pitch popped up right side, shallow right field. Burchett and Allison both there, and Allison will come on and make the grab for out number 1. It'll bring up Gabe Lopez, who's 2 for 4, hits in each of his last 2 at-bats. NATO's 2 outs away from securing a series win. Webb in control right now. And the pitch. Swung on. Popped shallow left field. Clark coming on. He will make the grab for out number 2. And the NATOs are an out away with Nelson Smith the only thing standing in the way. He's 3 for 4. Grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up. Has an RBI double. And Maryville's going to have to do something special if they're going to avoid falling here. NATO's an out away. Webb, the pitch. Looped in there for strike 1. The NATO bench fired up and chirping. Ready to celebrate a series win. The 0-1. Taken for a ball just off. NATO's at 12-7. That one swung on and missed. They're a strike away from number 13. In game number 20 of the season, NATO's leading at 10-5. 1-2 count. Webb comes set. Fires to the plate. That one's fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Folks, don't go anywhere. After the ball game, we'll have some post-game interviews with a couple of NATO players. Get some insight on what presumably and hopefully will be a victory over the Scots. And the pitch outside for ball 2. Counts evened up. Webb, really good outing from him. Will only help out his ERA that he had of 3 coming into the ball game. Should be sub 3 after today. And the 2-2 is fouled off again. Another pitch coming for the at-bat for Nelson Smith. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here at Gil Cone Field. NATO's leading at 10-5. A 4-run 6th inning. And the pitch swung on, lined right field, and it will be out of play. Another 2-2 pitch coming here to Smith. Webb not messing around. Pitch number 8 coming here in the at-bat. Webb comes set. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. The pitch is in the dirt, and the count will run full. Smith not going down easy. Pitch number 9 coming in the at-bat here, and it'll be a full count pitch. Webb, the left-hander, looking in, comes set. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, and the NATOs win it. 10-5, a Brevard victory. The NATOs take 2 out of 3 in their first series of conference play over the Scots. They dropped game 1 of the doubleheader yesterday, rally and take game 2 in the doubleheader, and then take the rubber match this afternoon at Gil Cone Field. 10-5 the final. Cameron Cook, 7 innings pitched, a career high, 3 earned runs. Logan Clark, 3 for 4 at the plate, a steal of home. We will have both of them up here for post-game interviews in just a moment. NATOs with a 10-5 win. The NATOs 10 runs, obviously. Maryville 5, 16 hits for the NATOs, 12 for the Scots, 4 errors for the Scots, 3 for the Tornadoes. And Brevard, in game number 20 of the year, moves on to 13-7. Maryville falls to 11-6. And we will be right back with some post-game input and some post-game interviews of some Brevard Tornadoes. NATO's winning at 10-5, taking the series from the Scots. And we'll be back here live from Gill's Place. Back here at Gilcone Field, the NATOs taking care of business with a 10-5 victory here on a Sunday afternoon, taking the first series of conference play, 2 out of 3 from the Maryville Scots. And the NATOs moving to 13-7 in their first 20 games. Looking good, led by Logan Clark, 3 for 4, including a steal of home, and Cameron Cook, 7 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, a career high in innings pitched. And we will have both of them up here for post-game interviews in just a moment. NATOs, once again, 10-5 victory here over the Scots, and we'll be back in just a few. Back here live from Brevard College, Gilcone Field. NATO's on top, 10-5, winning the first series of conference play against the Maryville Scots. and getting the Sunday afternoon win, led heavily by starting pitcher Cameron Cook, who I have right here. Cameron, career high in innings pitched, 7 innings pitched, only 3 earned runs. You had 3 Ks to boot with that and only 1 walk. Your control was really on today. How did it feel before the game? Was there anything, could you tell it was going to be this kind of day for you? You just kind of went out there and took care of business?
Every day I go out there with the same mentality. I just try to do the best for my guys, try out there, go out there and get a win. Today felt better because I knew I had Christian behind the plate, who's my guy since day one. But today I just felt really strong. Every off-speed pitch I was throwing this morning felt really good.
Early on, you ran into a jam with the bases loaded and no outs. How did it feel when you were able to kind of trade 2 for 1 and get the double play, and then you were able to get out of that pretty unscathed, only 1 run allowed, and then obviously the bats were able to come around and score, get some run support going for you, and you were able to get out of that. Did that kind of help you settle in after getting out of that jam?
Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to have no runs earned on that inning, but it felt good to have those guys always have my back coming in out of the inning, knowing that I can trust my guys to come in and get some runs on the board. Really helps all the pitchers out.
So obviously, like I said, first series of conference play, first conference opponents. How do you guys feel going into conference play, how you guys stack up with the rest of the USA South?
Oh, we're ready. I mean, we're all ready. We're going to go. We're going to win as many games as we can, and we're going to go deep in this season.
I agree. You guys got the 3-headed pitching monster of you, Scavato, and Sanders. Exciting to watch, and it was really fun to watch this weekend. But, Cam, great job on the bump today, and excited to watch you guys the rest of the season, man.
Thank you.
Back again now. Had the starting pitcher. Now we've got really the player of the game, Logan Clark, the cleanup man, the left fielder, number 15. Logan, I think the first thing everybody wants to talk about is the steal of home. What was the thought process there before that one?
Well, I've never attempted that before, but I was kind of just timing him up the first 2 times, and he wasn't really paying me much attention. So that third time, I still think he wasn't paying attention, and I just took it. It was a very exciting moment.
So you're from Florida, right?
Yes, sir.
You did you just take a page out of Randy Arozarena's book or something there?
Oh, yeah. I love watching the Rays. He's one of my favorite players for sure. So.
Well, you look just like him. Another question, how does it feel, how many times in your career have you struck out and ended up on third after the strikeout?
That is definitely the first time. Striking out's not my favorite, but ending up on third, that is one of my favorite things. So that was crazy. Never had that happen before.
Absolutely, man. 3 for 4 at the plate today. Up until that strikeout where you ended up on third, you had a perfect day going. You had a double, a walk, and 2 singles. So you were you're in one of those grooves right now, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm ready for continuing conference play and the rest of our opponents we're facing here soon.
Speaking of conference play, I'll ask you the same question that I asked Cameron. How do you feel about the way that you and your guys stack up against the rest of the USA South? How are you feeling heading into the rest of conference play and setting the tone with a series victory in conference play?
Oh, I'm feeling very solid. That's one of our rivals right there, so I'm really feeling solid about our boys. We're swinging the bat great, and our pitching's really looking on point right now, so I'm feeling wonderful.
Awesome. Absolutely, man. 10-5, NATO's win. Logan Clark with a huge game. Cameron Cook with a huge game in the NATO's. Starting off conference play right, taking 2 out of 3 from the Scots. Logan, great game. Excited to watch you guys the rest of the way, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Wrapping things up here, Gilcone Field, NATO's once again a 10-5 victory and a series victory over the Maryville College Scots. And Brevard continuing the theme of the programs having success against Maryville. Brevard baseball taking 2 out of 3. Brevard women's basketball obviously just recently getting their first postseason win in the NCAA era over Maryville. And, of course, Brevard football has won their last 3 matchups against the Scots, including a 31-0 shutout win this past fall against the Scots. So Brevard baseball helping continue the trend of dominance over Maryville College. Brevard heads to Piedmont this weekend for a series in Demorest, Georgia, starting Friday night at 7 p.m. Be sure to be on the lookout for those scores and updates. NATO sitting at 13-7 through 20 games after the 10-5 victory today. And we will see you next home game, April 5th, against Bob Jones, 4 p.m. in Brevard, North Carolina, here at Gill's Place. Until then, I'm Brady Penn, signing off.